for the crypto space, I started investing in crypto almost 2017, early 2017. My first BTC Bitcoin buy was using Coinbase when I was in Miami. I don't forget that day, honestly.
Very cool, very cool. It's always interesting to hear from people that have been in their space like you have with real estate for so many years, and you bring all that kind of knowledge over to the crypto space, and you see things a little bit differently than some of the other people in the space would. Cool. So tell us a little bit about Avanzo. What kind of started this project? What was your kind of intention with starting it, and just tell us a little bit about it.
First of all, thank you that you mentioned that having a knowledge about something, regardless if it was real estate or any other profession, it's good to take it to the next level. Okay, and blockchain itself, it's a technology that was made to empower the real life. Okay. What we are seeing now in the market, most, I don't want to say most projects, but a high percentage of those projects doesn't reflect real life in any way. I mean, you need to use blockchain the right way to see its value. Okay, the real potential of blockchain has not been exposed until today. And we hope at Avanzo that we can be the starting point of that. Avanzo actually started when, I have been working on the idea for almost 1 year. And it started when we were investing in a project, and I have been involved in one of the communities, and the community trusted me a lot. And actually, they were the first supporters for Avanzo. The team member, the CEO actually, came out one day to the chat. He said that we don't have any more money to keep running the project. I said, like, how come? Didn't you manage your expenses? Where did the money go? Like, you raised money. The project reached like 30 million market cap, then it dropped all the way to 500K market cap. He said, but bear market and the market fall down. At that moment, I told to my community, guys, I have this idea that will be focusing on securing your investments. But to do that and to achieve this goal, is to link it to something in real life that keep generating new returns and new cash flow and inflow to the market. Okay, so the system of only staking and taking more coins, physically it's only increasing the inflation. I mean, the people are talking about the US dollar, that it's being printed while projects are giving you free coins for nothing. That by itself, it's compared to the US dollar printing. Okay, more coins in the market, inflation is cased, the price goes down because people are selling free coins that they are taking. But at Avanzo, no, it's a totally different mechanism, a totally different system, where the real movement of cash flow is the returns coming from our real estate investings that the community or the investors are going to be involved in it, securing their investments. I mean, if you invested $1,000, this $1,000 will be always there because it's linked in one of the properties that you invested in.
Right, that makes total sense. So talk me through, how does the investing process work for the investors?
Okay, so at the beginning, let me explain the utility overall about Avanzo, so we can go and explain the system. Avanzo token itself, it has multiple utilities. The most important one, the investing pools, where you invest in a certain property, it's only open to Avan holders. Okay, the DOE voting system, it's only for Avan holders. Your NFTs that you will be granted as an ownership of proof of ownership to a certain property, it's only gonna be sold and bought with Avan token. Also, our payment system, where you can spend your profits like a normal debit or a credit card using your profits, is only gonna work with Avan token itself. The annual return, now, if your annual return is, let's say it's $1,000, $500, which is 50%, is always paid using Avan token to keep buy pressure on the token. Okay, the other 50%, the community are going to vote on what type of coin, either it's a crypto or fiat. Okay, so those are the utilities of the token itself. For the system, I mean, we are going to use our experience in the field to provide the investors with multiple options of investing. Using our DOE voting system, people will be choosing between 2 to 3 countries that we will provide after a deep research, considering multiple criteria. The most important being the GDP growth of the country itself, and what is the risk on investing in a certain country. Okay, so the people are going to start voting on which country. After we provide 2 to 3 options, then the next step, people are going to vote on multiple properties that we are going to provide in the country that has been chosen. Afterwards, people are going to choose, after choosing the property, a new voting system or a voting option is out, choosing between what type of coin are you going to be paid with. Do you want to be paid with BTC, your annual returns I'm talking, BTC, Ethereum, BNB, whatever the token is or the coin. Now the pool is ready to be fundraised, and people can start funding the pool itself to buy the property. At that point, Avanzo is going to always fill 30% of the value of the property. So we are going to pay 30% of the property to keep 30% of the annual return going to Avanzo company to keep growing and keeping cash flow. So we can always keep building. We can always pay our expenses without coming to a bear market and, okay, guys, sorry, we cannot do anything. We cannot do marketing. Bear market is out, and we don't have any solution. Okay, and this issue is being said by hundreds of projects, and even big projects collapse because there is nothing supporting the value of this project or a company. The 70% is going to be filled by the investors themselves. After the pool is filled, each investor is going to be granted an NFT representing his ownership of the property itself. Okay, let's say that we are going to buy a commercial building in Germany, for example. Azuz bought 3% of this property. You'll be granting an NFT showing all the financial data about the property and also about your investing itself. You have full control. We developed a system of NFTs that it's unique. Even this thing is said by the Solid Proof people that made the audit. They said that we never seen something like this. It's something new, and we are really happy to audit such a contract, where you can split and merge your NFTs. For example, if you have a $10,000 worth of investment, which let's say it's worth 3% of a property, then you can split it to a 1% and 2% NFT. You can sell your 1% to other guy in the marketplace to have a fast liquidation or liquid money for you. Or some investor wants to increase his holding in a certain property. So it's like an auction, the marketplace. People are selling portions of property, other people are buying, and I mean we keep the trading of properties between the investors afterwards. Now, the NFT holders are going to be granted a one vote, which is, let's say, after 5 years. We came out, investors, our property number 51, for example, we have a good deal to sell it for a profit 2 times the price of the property. Okay, for example, all the numbers are for example. So only NFT holders who are the real or the actual owners of this property at certain time can vote on selling the property or not selling the property. Okay, so we can tell that the investors have full control over their investment, starting from where to how to when to sell it or keep the investment itself. Okay, can we go to the next one?
Please, absolutely.
Okay, so what I want from people is to think, okay? Avanzo, it may not look like the hyped project that the people, okay, I'm going to do 100x tomorrow, okay? But I can assure that 5 years from today, Avanzo is going to be something huge, because its growth, it's not depending only on the market condition. It will always keep growing, increasing its holdings. Even the more properties we own and investors buy, the more cash flow we take as a company, and we have more power under our hands to keep expanding and growing and pushing it even further. Imagine if Avanzo today was here and it's running, and Bitcoin went from 68K to 17K, and you had your $10,000 that your life savings invested in one of the Avanzo's pool. Okay, do you know how much it will be worth? It's going to be worth $10,000. It will never go to zero. Okay, because it's linked to a property that you invested in. But if you are holding your $10,000 as one of the coins or tokens, leave the altcoins. I mean, the huge market coins, the top 10, it will be reduced in value. Okay, so that's the power of Avanzo. You're securing your investments, and on the other hand, you're taking profits on other coins. So you can actually increase your Bitcoin holdings by only investing a one token in one of the properties, and take Bitcoin every year or every half year, depending on the property annual returns. It's quarterly or half year or a yearly basis. So imagine you are growing your portfolio with other tokens that you didn't even buy, because it's your profits that you are getting in your wallet with different tokens. Okay, and the whole system doesn't case price dump on the coin. On the other hand, it's increasing the buy pressure on the token itself, because you are going to buy tokens from the market. Okay, just think about it this way. Avanzo is here to last for generations. It's here to secure your investments and keep its value secured. And you never see your wallet goes to zero or a 99% loss. No, you can be smiling while the other people are talking about bear market. That's physically what Avanzo is.
I like that. And I also like that you have this long-term vision for a real project. Like you said, it might not have the same hype and appeal as some of these meme coins that kind of fizzle out over a few days. But this is a project that you can invest in and hold for years to kind of secure your investment for long term. So I think definitely for people that like real life businesses with real life utility, this is a project that'll appeal to them. Obviously, you're doxed on BC. It's not a developer who you don't know who he is. You don't know where he's from. This is a much more long-term sustainable project. So while saying that, is there any more utilities you want to touch on, or should we kind of segue over to the roadmap?
For the utility, I mean, there are some things that it's still under discussion with the team. It's not out yet because as you know that we already have our partnership with one of the top blockchain app development company in the world, which is Think Clouds. They did applications for Azero, if you know the project. It's one of the good projects that are going out now. They did even applications for huge companies around the world, billions of dollars of worth companies. So we picked them to handle all of the platform that we are talking about in a very secure way. This is one of our core partnerships. And we even announced, I think, yesterday, yes, we announced a partnership with Kinzo Ventures, which is a capital venture that will be helping us to establish connections with different centralized exchanges, with funding companies. And I can tell you, we had our partnership like a week ago. It's announced yesterday, and we are already in talks with multiple centralized exchanges. I cannot tell names, honestly, but yes, we are working. We are doing things behind the scenes like you can never imagine. We are working all day, honestly.
I don't doubt it, man. It sounds like quite the project that it does take a lot of time and effort. How big is the team that you have that are working on this?
Okay, so the people that are considered the core team members, we are three in total. Okay, but we have three blockchain developers that are assisting us from Germany, and we also have the partnership. It's a partnership, but we did sign a deal with the company, which is Think Clouds. I mean, they have like 50 blockchain developers over there, so everything is secured. And I always say that it's not about how many team members; it's about what is the end result. Okay, I mean, from my experience in managing multiple companies, right now I have 100 employees working under me. So I can tell you, it's not about how many people. It's about how can we take the most from each person to deliver his task. Yes, that's about the team members.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. And I have to agree. It doesn't matter if you have 100 people or if you have five. It's all about what you're producing and what the team is doing. A couple questions that come to mind would be in terms of the properties. So it's going to be mostly commercial properties, residential. Will it be a mix of the two? And how is it going to exactly work? So you're taking the investments from the tokens, and are you taking a portion of those funds to purchase real estate, or kind of try to simplify it for me as much as possible from what exactly is happening with the investors' funds?
Okay, so about what is the type of the property, we don't really look about the type of the property. We care about two things, major things, or let's say three things. Okay, the value of the property, return on investment for this property, ROI, and the growth potential of this property. I mean, in the real estate industry, there are some things that you don't see it today, but after 2 years, it may something happen. For example, my last project, it was a boutique hotel in my city. I bought it. It costed me around, I mean, after everything, around $7 million. Okay, and some of my friends told me that you are crazy. I told them, no, I'm not crazy, because the building was on a street that was not active. Okay, but I knew that there is a building, or let me call it a big mall, that is being built just on the other side of the street. Okay, and with some informations that I got, that the road that the hotel is built on, it's going to be developed, and it will be linked to one of the major roads in the city. So I bought the building for now, but no, I'm considering 2 years from now, when the street changes and it start to being active, and more people start to coming to the street. I'm pretty sure that the value of this building is going to increase. Okay, so real estate is a bit tricky. I mean, it's not like, okay, I like the building, I will take it. No, you need, okay, you like the building, but you need to consider the future of the building. Okay, about the visitors' money. Now, the first properties that is going to be bought with Avanzo, we are not going to sell any tokens from the investors themselves. Let's say we want to buy a building that cost $1 million. Okay, the pool need to be filled by $700,000, which is 70% of the value of the property. As we said earlier, Avanzo will be holding 30%. We are going to pay 30%. Now, the first 1 year of the project, we will be funding the properties by ourselves. Okay, so the investors are going to contribute Avan token. Okay, the Avan tokens are always stored in on the blockchain, on the smart contract. We are going to pay the $1 million from the reserve of the company itself. Okay, so you can imagine the pressure that we are putting on the token itself, reducing the supply in a smart way, without casing any type of dump or even burning mechanism. We are not going to do any burning. So we are securing the tokens, and we are going to pay from our own reserve fund to buy the property. But this thing is not going to be all the way, like, I mean, logically, in the future, we are going to buy buildings for 20 millions, 30 millions, you know. So we will need to pay a portion of it from the investors' money. So we will be selling coins to buy the properties. In the future, I'm talking, not at the start of the life of the project.
Very cool. Thank you for that detailed answer. Let's talk about the token specifically. Actually, before that, let's talk about the marketing. What kind of marketing plans do you have for the next couple weeks to get as much attention as possible from the community and get the focus on a project like this that it might appeal to a big audience of people that are interested in the real estate space, and that, you know, with some of the communities in the crypto space that are focused on degens and, you know, short-term gambles, like, this is a real project with real utility. So in terms of marketing, what kind of plans do you have for that?
Okay, I think being here is one of the things that we are doing. We are going to be hosting 2 more AMAs, and honestly, this question is very very like it's hard. You know why? Because we are not trying to make a marketing for a meme token. Okay, so trying to reach out to the real investors that really care about the future, it's not easy. It's easy to market a hype token, a meme token, okay, but it's really hard to market a real project with solid base. I think you share the same thing with me. It's not easy because you need to find the real investors. But we have multiple things on plan, like more AMAs. I don't like to call names about other influencers or pages, but they are big, and we are even in talks with some influencers that are considered very very well known and respected. We also have a lot of marketing push regarding social medias coming in the upcoming days. Uh, we have uh, we have a deep talk with some investors that uh, really really like big investors that are interested, and we may be meeting within the next couple of days to start pushing the project and start funding, because we need real investors, honestly. Like investing word is shouldn't be used in everything. Like don't jump into a meme coin and say that I'm going to invest. You may lose your money in a day and you're sleeping, you don't even know that you lost your money. That's not investing. Investing, you need to consider the next 2 years, okay, the next 3 years. I
I
hope I
agree, and
answered you.
yeah, absolutely, you did. I agree, and I keep the same kind of long term mindset when I'm looking at investments. At least 2 years. Anything before that is just, it's a gamble. It's like going to the casino and trying to make some money. So we definitely share the same mindset. It sounds like your marketing plans are strong. It sounds like you have a lot of in real life connections to some very wealthy investors and people that can help push the project. So that's very cool. In terms of any kind of regulations and compliance, I know the real estate space is very particular with investments and crypto as well. So kind of combining the two, is there any regulation issues that you're worried about with this project?
So now we have the Avanzo, the legal company, which we're already we are almost done finishing the paperworks. It will be based in Dubai. Okay. Regarding the legal company itself, which will be doing the investments, uh, we want it to be legalized, so people can have like a full trust that okay, there is a company, we know its registration number, we know who is the owner of this company, which is me and the two other guys in the team, Leonardo and Alex. So I mean, if you want to grow, you need to be a bit smart. Okay. uh, we know, and NFTs until today is not legalized with governments. Okay, let's agree about that. But you need to be smart to prepare everything, to prepare the system. So whenever a government says, okay, we're gonna legalize NFTs, for example, okay, Avanzo is here, we are ready. We have our owners that has NFTs. We want to register their IDs as one of the property holders in X building. Okay, so you have to be prepared. It's easy, very easy to ride the wave, but to make the wave, it's not easy. You need to be ready. You need to be really prepared. Okay. So yes, the legal company is going to be based in Dubai. Yesterday, early morning, I had a call with the guy over there that's handling everything, and we are almost near to announce about our company establishment.
Very cool. And it's good that you're taking that proactive legal action so you don't run into any problems down the line. That's definitely the way I would do it as well. Um, where do you see this project in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years time? And in terms of the potential of the token, like where do you see this going?
Okay, look, I may be a bit crazy answering this, but I think Avanzo, we are moving on a plan and a very strict plan. Okay, I think within the next 5 years, Avanzo should take a place in the top 20 tokens in the market. Okay, I'm saying that for many reasons. We may not be going, to the moon, like people saying to the moon, but we are taking the steps, a step by step, but a very solid steps. Okay, so once we reach this point, top 20, we are not reaching there because of the hype or the trending or the trading. No, we reach there because Avanzo has a very huge capital that's supported with a huge assets, okay, that keeping it strong. Okay, so we will reach the point where we will be there, but we'll be there and we will save our spot there.
I like that answer. It shows some confidence. I love that. Um, cool. I think we covered quite a bit. In terms of the tokenomics, do you want to just touch on that briefly? Maybe on the taxes, the supply, and the different kind of aspects of the token itself?
Okay, so about our supply, our total supply, it's 200 million coins. We cannot mint more coins. We according to the solid proof audit, everything passed the audit. For the tokens itself, we already announced our lock periods. Considering the team tokens, the marketing tokens, development, the vesting tokens, we even our liquidity providing tokens, where you need tokens to give for the centralized exchanges. We all know that, okay, to list us. So yes, 51% of the supply is locked. Almost 35% of the total supply is locked for the next 10 years. Okay, because that's how we see Avanzo. We see it in 5-10 years. We don't see it in the next year. Team tokens, by the way, is locked for 2 and 5 years. Okay, and all the locks start from 2023. It didn't start from today or yesterday or the last month. It starts after 4 months from now. That's how we see Avanzo. We don't care about what tokens we take as a team, because we know that our most income and returns will be from the company returns. Okay, not from the token itself. We need to keep the cash flow running so we can make money and the people can make money without affecting anyone. Okay, because we are getting new money to the project. Okay, we're not circulating the cash between us.
That makes sense. And I think the long-term vision of letting the token kind of do its thing, and if it does, become a huge business like you anticipate it can, there's going to be enough money in the future that if you exit or acquire or get acquired, then you're going to have you're going to make your money then in the future. So I would have to agree that's the right mindset. Besides that, why don't you touch on, is there anything else you'd like to touch on that perhaps I've missed?
Considering the project itself, there is nothing I would say, but I would like to tell the people over here that please, enough enough giving free money for the project that has no value. Okay, if a project doesn't have a sustained system and a sustained plan to keep growing and keep moving on for the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, I mean, Avanzo should be running even if Azuz, me, okay, or any one of the team members, I don't want to say it in a bad way, but passed away or retired or not anymore in the business, it should be running, because we are talking about a company, about a business over here. We're not talking about a crypto project, okay, where I can just run away and, okay, goodbye. I want to stop working the project. No, it doesn't work this way, okay? I'm really sad seeing people every day getting scammed by projects that, personally, when I read the description, they're promising people giving you 800 APY % per year. Come on, inflation? You didn't consider the inflation? But sadly, people follow these words. Okay, I will tell you one thing. In our roadmap, in quarter three, yes, we had a Oracle partnership. Okay, so we contacted the project that we are considering to have an Oracle partnership with. We had a deep dive meeting. They love the project. They said we have a certain criteria to be partners. Okay, and those criteria are linked to the trading of the project. It should be trading with certain criteria. So we said, okay, that's fair enough. We immediately changed our roadmap and we removed the Oracle partnership. Okay, because we knew that we cannot deliver the promise that we give our investors. This is one of the things that we are doing. We want to make sure that what we promise, we deliver. And that's how business should be handled.
Absolutely. And Azuz, when does your pre-sale go live?
I mean, right now the private 2 sale is running. It's live now. Public 1 and public 2. Public 1 should be in the next quarter. Public 2, it should be early quarter 1 2023, or by the end of quarter 4 2022, because it will be held by exchanges as an IEO. Okay, because we want the project to be launched and supported with multiple exchanges. Okay, for a reason, which is to speed up the criteria for the partnership that I just talked about. Okay, so yes, we should be launching maximum on quarter 1 2023.
Awesome. I'll definitely keep that date in the back of my mind when I see Avanzo all over Telegram. That's great. In terms of anything you're worried about, is there any kind of any areas of focus that you are keeping in mind that are crucial for the success of the project? Like, we really have to hammer this to ensure the long-term success. And to kind of segue from that question is, what are you doing to help ensure that you are handling those concerns, if there are any?
I mean, the most important thing about Avanzo is the first property that we are going to buy. I mean, this is the brick. I mean, like, it's the shifting area. Okay, because once we buy the first property and we operate the whole system that I explained earlier, okay, then Avanzo is going to say to the market, I am here, you need to watch out. So this is the breakdown. Whatever before that, I'm not that worried, to be honest. It's only the first property. If we bought the first property, we delivered the whole system that I explained, then Avanzo is going to be something in the market, and people will start watching it.
I don't disagree. I think the markets. I was actually saying on an earlier AMA that the market needs some sort of real estate token where people can tokenize their investments and purchase real estate or fractions of real estate through the blockchain. And when I started kind of looking at your website today and reading about it and all the cool stuff that you have, it's definitely an exciting project and one that I would invest in myself. So I really like it. I think it has a ton of potential. I think the community, the serious investors within the community that have kind of a long-term horizon that don't mind, vested tokens for a year, I think they're going to jump on this and they're going to love it. I think the website's beautiful. It's very transparent. It's got a lot of cool information on it. So for any of the community that's listening and maybe they have some questions or they want to learn more, they can jump on the website and read through it. It is very well done. It's a brilliant idea. It's just going to come down to executing. And obviously you've been in the space for so long, and I think you're definitely the guy to do it. So I'm really looking forward to the next couple, I guess, months and following the launch. Hopefully it does launch on a tier one exchange. I think that would give you exposure to thousands of investors that are more serious than sometimes the Uniswap and PooCoin swap community. But it's a very exciting project, and I'll definitely be following myself.
By the way, thank you for saying that it should be people should consider a 1 year vesting or whatever. Some people are willing to hold a token that lost 99% of its value for a year or two, and they're still hoping that it goes up in value. I mean, guys, if you think that the lock period is high, we are not in the best market condition, okay? And we all know that. And it is one of the challenges that Avanzo is facing now. The market is not healthy. And even though we see every day launching of projects, okay, the main goal is the first 2 hours of the launch, take profits, goodbye. No, because no, that's not how Avanzo is going to be operated. The market is not in the best situation to launch. Always consider maybe 10 months from now, the market is going to bull run, maybe. We don't know. But I'm pretty sure it will be better than now.
I think so too. I think the time is definitely favorable for a project like this. So if there's nothing else that you would like to discuss, I would love if you could do a quick recap for anyone that joined late. Just tell us very briefly a general overview of your project, some of the important dates, and just maybe some information about the private sales that are currently ongoing and how the community can help support your project.
Okay, so as we spoken earlier, Avanzo is trying to linking the real estate and real life use cases to the crypto market to prevent the manipulation and the power of whales actually on taking profits of the people that doesn't have any knowledge of investing or they invest their life savings in the market. And we also want to change the standards and reshaping the standards of projects in the market. We may be one of the first projects that physically linking a real asset that is generating new money and new cash to the market, securing the people investments. We all see what happened when Bitcoin went all the way to 17K. If we want to mention the companies that was almost close to fall down, and some of them fall down, we won't finish. Okay, we all know about Celsius. We all know about 3 arrows, and so on. Like if the market didn't change the current circulating of wealth system, it cannot grow. Okay, if we didn't treat the market as a real trading, let's say it, stock market, okay, with real project, with real businesses, with real cash flow, inflow, then it will not grow. I'm sorry to say that, but it will never grow, because if the mindset of project owners didn't change, you cannot change the market. Okay, because the market is reflecting the project owner's mindset and the way they operate the projects. And for the timings, right now we have our private 2 sale. Public 1 sale will be around early quarter 4 2022, which is in a month. Public 2 sale will be hosted in multiple exchanges with IEO. It will be either late 2022 or early quarter 1 2023. I think this is the recap that you wanted, correct?
Yeah, you killed it, man. You covered it for sure. So I appreciate it, Azuz. For the community, make sure you tune in. Make sure you follow the project. Ask them questions. You can join. Azuz, you guys have a Telegram and everything?
Yes, we do have a Telegram. Yes.
Is that the best place for the community to ask questions and follow the project, or do you guys have a Discord, or what's the best kind of way to keep track?
We're everywhere. I mean, if they ask a question in Twitter, we will be there. If they want to ask a question in the support mail, we will be there. Telegram, DM, but no offers in DM. It's considered a scam and the report, sadly. So you can always ask us. We are almost all day. We are available to answer any questions, and we always favor the critical questions. Okay, like the hard questions are the questions that we're looking for to keep upgrading and growing the project.
I love that, man. You can never shy away from the tough questions. I think that's a really good point you made, Azuz. Azuz, I think we covered everything. You did an amazing job. It was really interesting to learn a little bit more about your project. I'm very excited to follow it for the next couple months. And this is definitely a project that has massive, massive potential, a real life utility, something that could, if it gets picked up at scale and really does expand across the market, then this could be something that changes the real estate and crypto space together. So I'm very excited for it, and I'm going to be cheering you on. So wishing you good luck with the next couple months, and thanks so much for joining us today here at Hulk AMAs.
Thank you so much, mate.
Awesome. Well, have yourself a great rest of your day, and for the community, thanks again for joining. Hulk will announce the giveaway question winner in the lounge, and thank you all for tuning in today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.